Hey everybody, just want to do a quick little update here and go over a couple things with you. Um, I've seen and heard people recording, calling the Guadalupe Sheriff's Office to confirm if Sophie is considered a missing person. She is being confirmed as a missing person. There are no further updates at this time. They are not saying anything else, okay? So I did reach out to them again. I did reach out to Guadalupe Sheriff's Department again. Now, just to be clear here, because there's some like really sour Sallies out there, man, who are just like, you shouldn't be calling and da 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 da. Like, I don't know if you guys were listening, but like, I never called. I never once said that I called. And I would urge anybody out there that has been calling to not call unless you have information. These men and women have an important job to do, not just for Sophie, but for the other people who are in their area, right? So, with that being said, now that there's been recorded phone calls placed into the, Facebook groups, I think it's safe to say that yes, she's considered a missing person. So, with that being said, let's get back to Sophie, because that's why we're all here, right? Sophie. All right, so before we go any further, I do want to make something clear. I am not Team Michael. I am not Team Kelly. The only team I am on is Sophie. I stand with Sophie, and so should the rest of you. I am appalled at how many people I see arguing about who the better parent is. That's not the issue right now. Right now, the issue is somebody has her that's not supposed to, and it's kind of sketch, right? Now, I've seen some comments here. Now that we've got the real information out of the way, okay? I'm going to go over a couple comments and some scenarios with you real quick. So I see this here. This says, one comment said, I cropped the woman's name out of it from the group. I don't want to, be like that and show people's names. So I definitely cropped it. So it says, people had no problem believing that SL was SA'd, but now that they have been issuing, hold on, people had no problem believing that SL was SA'd, but now they have an issue believing that she is missing? Okay. I see this comment everywhere. I've seen it on every video, every comment thread, whatever. You guys got to remember something. It wasn't until about, I don't know, maybe around 7 o'clock-ish that anybody was ever even confirmed to be missing, right? Sophie was never confirmed to be missing. I don't think it was a matter of people didn't want to believe it. I think it was a matter of confirmation, in my opinion, okay? So, and you got to remember too, we saw Sophie on screen crying and pleading not to go. That was something you believe right away, which is something you should believe right away. What you should not believe right away is missing person reports when there's no confirmation of a missing person, The reason why the information was still important to get out there, I believe, is because, we did know that they didn't have Sophie, whether they had a missing person report or not. Michael still had her. He wasn't supposed to. Therefore, I think it was important that the word got out at that time, But, yeah, I think I can speak for a few people when I say that, I don't think anyone had a problem believing it. It's just you have to wait for official confirmation, That's why as soon as I talked to the Guadalupe Sheriff Department in Messenger, I said to myself, I should probably share this information to try to prevent other people from calling. I did end up having a comment from a woman. She claims, you got to be careful with the internet, and this is no offense to this woman, obviously. But now that we got the real information out of the way, I'm going to tell you that this is speculation. Okay, so where is it here? This one right here, right? This is a comment. Speculation is from a woman who claims to know about the Texas court system and how these things work. So take it with a grain of salt, but, I'm going to read it anyways because I feel like it's good information. But remember what I said. Don't run with it. Hope you guys got your listening ears on because I had a bunch of people accuse me of calling when I didn't call. So put your listening ears on, guys. All right, so, okay. I think I might have some insight into this. I have worked in Texas court system before. This sounds like it is a possession order that was placed. When one of those is ordered by a judge, the respondent, Michael Long, is given an amount of time to file an answer because sadly this man has the right to fight this decision. Normally, the judge gives him anywhere from 14 to 20 days. Now, because Michael is a flight risk, they will most likely schedule an emergency hearing and probably hold him in contempt of court. Until the judge does that, or he puts in his answer or drops her off, he has all legal custodial rights. Did you guys hear that? All legal custodial rights as of now. So that's probably why the Amber Alert hasn't gone out. So people need to stop screaming Amber Alert, you know? So it goes on. That is normally how these things go. Now, of course, they may want to keep eyes on him to make sure that he doesn't run, but unless he truly runs, they can't do anything legally. It is sad. I hope this may help some understand. This would be the red tape that Kelly Long and I think her friend are talking about, the quote-unquote red tape, right? And then she said, to be clear, I absolutely agree that she shouldn't be with him and that the man is sick. She's talking about Sophie, right? But right now, all they can do is keep an eye out on him to make sure he doesn't run. The cops have to look at it as if he could take her camping for all we know because they have time to respond. And he may be buying some time to put in his response. It sucks that if that is the case, but I just want to make sure it is noted that I am only saying this from the quote-unquote red tape point of view, not a personal one. Thank you. So, I think I appreciate this comment. I think a lot of people are really in a huge uproar, flipping their desks over, wondering why we don't have SWAT teams out, right? It's because they can't, you guys. Like, they can't just go set out and, search everywhere high and low, unfortunately, right? And it is concerning because, Michael seems to be not doing well, so we hear. But everything's with a grain of salt because we don't even know that to be true yet, and I'd like to think that they're telling the truth out of concern for Sophie, but the facts are very thin and vague right now, and I'm just trying to share with you with what I'm getting, and I'm trying to be as fair as I can. I just want to see Sophie safe, and that's really it. If anything else happens, I'll try to let you guys know. Right. Earlier today, there was a post that said, Elissa, which apparently is Michael's girlfriend. Some people say it is his girlfriend. Some people say they're no longer together. So I don't know what to believe. But people have been urging her to, let Michael know to do the right thing. Either way. So this post I read says, Michael is in contact with Elissa. He claims he went on a spur of the moment weekend trip and will return with Sophie. People close to him are now speculating he is using the money from the GoFundMe to run with and hide Sophie. Groups are now pressuring Elissa to ask Michael to do the right thing and come out of hiding and hand over Sophie like the court has ordered, which would make perfect sense, right? In a perfect world. Let's see here. I want to just look at something real quick, right? I want to look at Michael's recent court documents because this really creeped me out, okay? Let me show you this. I was like, where did all your money go, dude? Watch this. This is crazy. Let me zoom in for you so you can hear about what it says because this is just crazy and it makes no sense at all how he can have blown through all this money, right? So he had to fill out a paper for the courts about his expenses, okay? So he said, now I'm going to itemize this because it's hard to see on the screen, right? It says monthly expenses, okay? It says, quote, 3 children plus 1 adult. That's what it says underneath it. And it says rent or mortgage payment, $500. Wow, that's really cheap. Okay. Taxes, no. Homeowners insurance, no. Renters or fire insurance, no. Maintenance of residence, repairs, yard work, etc., $50. Utilities, gas, water, electric, garbage, sewer, cable, etc., $150. Then it says telephone, $70. Groceries, $500. Dining out, $50. School lunches, nothing. Uninsured doctor's expenses, $300. Insured doctor's expenses, $50. Uninsured prescription pharmaceuticals, $50. Uninsured routine dental care, $100. Uninsured orthodontic costs, nothing. Health and hospitalization insurance, nothing. Life insurance, nothing. Clothing purchases for 3 children, 1 adult, $150. Laundry and dry cleaning, nothing. Vehicle payment, $200. Gas and oil for vehicle, $600. Boy, where you driving to? $600 for gas and oil for your vehicle for a month? What? I don't know where you're going, but you need to navigate closer or something. Geesh. Okay. Vehicle repair and maintenance, nothing. Vehicle insurance, $100. Not too bad. Parking fees, nothing. School tuition, nothing. School supplies, if applicable, $25. Children's extracurricular activities, if applicable, $150. Child care while at work, nothing. Child care for other times, nothing. Entertainment, $100. Haircuts, hairstyling, barber, $60. Contributions, nothing. Dues, nothing. Subscriptions, $25. All right. Prior obligations for child support or spousal maintenance, $598, right? So that's his monthly expenses, okay? And that's kind of crazy that he's filing for, he doesn't want to pay the court fees. This was on June 8th, 2021, okay? He can't pay his court fees. This is the same dude who raised almost $1 million in a shady GoFundMe a year ago. And you can't even pay your court fees? What was the GoFundMe for? This is so sketchy, you guys. Like, I just wanted to share that with you. He can't pay his court fees. Adorable, right? No child support, no court fees. Living the dream. Yeah, fact of the matter is we don't know anything other than that. And I'm just kind of a little suspect that, there was made to be this huge thing earlier in the past couple, like yesterday. There was made to be this huge thing yesterday where, the sheriffs were actively searching for Sophie, and that turned out not to be true. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's kind of like a red flag for me. I understand the need to be, make sure this is like imperative and really important to find her and whatnot, but to start saying things that aren't true is kind of a red flag for me, coming from Camp Kelly, And as much as I just want to see everybody win and I want Sophie to be safe, I can't help but notice these little red flags. I mean, Michael has a million billion of them, but why were the police, what the police told me in the last video when I wrote to them on Messenger, so different than what, Kelly and Courtney and them are pushing out? Do you know what I mean? I just don't get it. Did they really think nobody would call and find out? I mean, we know how these Facebook groups go, right? So you guys really need to think about that before you clog up their phone lines and their time and energy.